It's considered one of the tastiest crab species in the world. The mangrove crab earned India close to $13 million in export earnings in 2015. Crab farming is not new to coastal Maharashtra, but in areas like Sindhudurg, the rapid depletion of mangrove forests is destroying the natural habitat in which these crabs thrive. Since 2012, supported by the United Nations Development Programme and the Maharashtra Forest Department, men and women from a fishing village in Sindhudurg have begun crab farming, earning higher incomes and conserving the rich biodiversity of their area. The partnership is supported by the Global Environment Facility.
Sindhudurg is one of the most biodiversity-rich coastal regions in India. Through a partnership, we have shown that alternative livelihoods that are sustainable also provide an incentive to conserve biodiversity.
Crab seeds are grown in crab nurseries set up by the project and stocked in grow-out ponds or pens. They are raised on an artificial diet until it's time to harvest.
क्रैब हमें आरजीसी तमिलनाडु से मिलता है। जो हम वहाँ से सेंड करते हैं वो करीबन 0.5 mm के इतना रहता है, इतना छोटा रहता है। यहाँ पर लाके हम उनको इसमें बढ़ाते हैं, जिसको नर्सरी करते हैं। करीबन 30 to 45 डेज़ हम इनको यहाँ पे रखते हैं। और इसका साइज़ करीबन हम 2.1 to 3 सेंटीमीटर इतना करके हम बाहर जो हमारा लोकल कम्युनिटी है यहाँ का, उनके लिए हम वो दे देते हैं। वहाँ पे वो कल्चर के लिए आगे यूज़ करते हैं उसका क्रैबलेट्स का।
As the sun sets and high tide sets up, the seeds are released into this habitat, ideal for crab cultivation. It can take up to 8 months, but there's often success for the local community. The crabs are of marketable size. Over the last 2 years, 45,000 crablets have been stocked in 28.5-acre land across 15 villages. It's helping women members of self-help groups earn additional income.
आपण सगळ्यांना म्हणजे एक काहीतरी सांगू शकतो की आम्ही महिला असून हा खेकडा प्रकल्प जेव्हा पहिले कसे पुरुषच सगळं करत होते, आता महिला पण हे खेकडे प्रकल्प करू शकतात. म्हणजे एवढ्या चिखलातून उतरून सुद्धा ते हाताने वगैरे काढू शकतात. मग आता महिला म्हणजे कुठेच मागे राहिलेलं नाहीये. ह्याचाही मला अभिमान आहे. आणि
A few kilometers away from this village, women of Vadatar village have a similar story to narrate. Here, groups of women can be seen beading together oyster shells on erect bamboo frames. Their faces reflect sheer contentment, secure in the knowledge that this year's yield will surely fetch them good returns.
आम्ही 10 जणी तयार झालो. 10 जणी तयार झाल्याच्या नंतर एक दिवसाचं ट्रेनिंग घ्यायची. महिन्याच्या नंतर हे कालवा प्रकल्पाचं कालवा उत्पादन हे जास्त झालं मिळाल्यामुळे पेपर डिक्लेअर पण झालं, आमचं न्यूजपेपरमध्ये आलं. त्यामुळे सगळ्या लोकांनी वाचलो आणि त्या लोकांनी आम्हाला प्रत्यक्षात येऊन भेट देऊन विचारपूस केली. म्हणजे का बाबा याच्यात काय विषय असा आहे, काय किती मिळालं, काय मिळालं.
These women have been introduced to bivalve farming technique, which involves building a bamboo raft from which ropes of 1 meter bearing 5 clusters of empty oyster shells are hung. The raft is deployed in the creek by tying it to fixed bamboo poles. The spat gradually settle on the empty oyster shell and start growing by feeding on planktons and other organisms present in the creek water.
पहिलं आम्हाला 5,000 उत्पन्न मिळायचं. आता ह्याच्यामध्ये आम्हाला 10, 15, 20 अधिक उत्पन्न मिळेल आणि जास्त बाहेरच्या ह्याला विकला माल गेला तर आम्हाला 20-25 हजाराच्या वरती उत्पन्न मिळेल. आणि आमचं ह्या पैसे मिळवून आमच्यामध्ये एक प्रकारचा आत्मविश्वास निर्माण झाला आहे.
The first harvest of 6,000 oysters yielded close to $1,000 for 125 kilograms of meat. This is 9 times the initial investment. the potential is enormous.
India can be a significant player in the years to come because we've got enormous water bodies, virtually unpolluted. So all these areas, we too can come up maybe in the top 10 bivalve growing nations of the world. And that is what is our ultimate aim, to make India's presence felt in the bivalve mariculture map of the world.